Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video on the basis of elements of accounts part 2 standard 12. Students, it is already known to you the third chapter, that is company's final account is going on. And last video I taught you some of the illustration as well as some exercise from this chapter. This video also I want to teach you some illustration as well as some exercise. The illustrations which I taught you, that was I think the 8 illustrations of page number 139 last I taught. Now let us follow the next illustration, that is illustration number 9 of page number 140 as well as the illustration number 10 of page number 141. Let me read the illustration 9 from your textbook. I told you several times, once again I want to repeat in this video, page number 126 and 127, that is the balance sheets, liability sides as well as the asset sides, all the heading, main heading as well as the subheading, and in against that the number, that is total liability side 9s and asset sides total 11. 9 plus 11, 20, that is heading and subheading, which you have to remember. When you will do this one in your questions, you will write this all, and where you will get the amount, there you will write the amount. Where you will not get the amount, there you will write, there you will put dash. So let us see the illustration 9. Following balance are extracted from books of Gujarat Limited as on 31st 3/17. Prepare a statement indicating assets of balance sheets as per the Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Here it is given assets of balance sheets. So you have to follow, or you have to keep the focus, the 11 items or 11 numbers or 11 headings and subheadings, like that. Actually subheading, 11 subheading, which you have to remember. Main heading, that you know, that is assets, and under that assets, non-current assets and current assets. Okay, let me see what is given in these questions. The question, it is given interest accrued. You see the whether all are assets or not. That idea you have to have, the whether it is all assets or not, whether it is any liability items is given or not. Accrued interest assets, plant and machinery assets, cash on hand assets, trademark assets, debtors assets, 10% Narmada bond assets, loose tool assets, telephone deposit assets, unit of mutual fund temporary also assets. One more thing, you see that one here, numbering it is given 1 to 9, and assets according to the Schedule 3 of Companies Act, do you know how many numbers are given? Total 11. That means there is the, whenever you make that one, you will find out the 2 places where you will put the dash, and 9 item you have to fill up with these 9 numbers. Here you see, this is the solutions of which is taken from your textbook, and in these solutions you see that here non-current assets I told 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 number, matlab 5th number others non-current assets amount was not given, for that here it will put dash. Similarly, the current assets 6 are there is A, B, C, D, E, F, and out of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 you are not getting, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9, 2 are not there. That is 1 from here and another is from here. What you will do, if you get like these questions, you will format, this format you will print up. This format where it is given, page number 127. Here you see, you write the asset का format याद रखना है. मैं बार बार आपको बोल रहा है, this format you have to, this number, this is the main heading and subheading. This is the main heading and subheading. The order also you will maintain, which is given according to your textbook. That is A, fixed assets. Fixed assets are the tangible, non-tangible, non-current investment, long-term loans and advance, others non-current assets. then current investment, the inventories, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advance, and others current assets. ये आप पहले लिख लेना है. लिख लेने के बाद आपको what you have to do now, this format you have drawn it 1 2 3 4 4 columns, 1 2 3 4 columns. Now we will start from that question. Question first is coming accrued interest accrued of rupees 3000. Abhi interest accrued, where it will go, that idea you should have. That is enough. First, nothing else. Include accrued, it is coming other current assets. Accrued interest. ये आपको कहाँ मिलेगा? पेज नंबर 128 से 131 तक. So accrued interest first, which you are getting, that 3000. That 3000 you have to write it here 3000, because accrued interest is coming under the other current assets, which is 3000. Next, plant and machinery of rupees 6 lakh. All of you know plant and machinery is coming under the fixed assets. So tangible plant and machinery 6 lakh. There you write it. Then cash on hand. Cash on hand, where it will come? Current asset में आएगा. And current asset में कितना item है? 1 2 3 4th item. Cash and cash equivalent is 37,000. Trademark is assets, fixed but intangible. Trademark fixed, intangible, 20,000. Debtors is coming trade receivable. All of you know debtors and bill receivable is coming under the trade receivable, which is coming 42,000. 10% Narmada bond, it is 70,000. See here, it is given it here non-current investment. Non-current investment 10% Narmada bond. This is one type of investment, the money which you have invested into the share. For that it is investment 10% Narmada bond of rupees 70,000. Loose tool inventories. Inventory is coming here, second item. Current asset ka second item. Inventory loose tool of rupees 18,000. Telephone deposit of rupees 30,000. Telephone deposit of rupees 30,000 is here. Long-term loans and advance. This is one type of loan which you have given, or advance which you are given. So long-term loans and advance of rupees 30,000. Telephone deposits and unit of mutual fund temporary of rupees 10,000. Units of mutual fund temporary of rupees 10,000, which coming under the current investment, under the current assets. Current assets ka under first item current investment. And you are writing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 5 plus 4 11. Two places you did not get the amount, as the amount is not given it here. According to your questions, 9 places there. According to your answer, 11 places are there. So for that 2 places you got the dash. Once again I am telling you the format, number and the order, that you keep it mind. And which will come under which, that you know, plant and machinery, trademark, that is coming fixed assets, tangible, intangible, inventories, stock, trade receivables, debtors and bill receivable, like that. If you are able to do, or if you follow this one, then I think not a single sums will not create any problem. Let me explain the next question of page number 141 of question number, illustration number 10. Let us see, this is last one. You got it from the all from assets, and previous one also you got all from liabilities. Now you will get the combine both from the assets as well as from the liabilities also. So let it come, no problem. This is your assets, and liabilities also you have seen that one. The previous one, liabilities you have seen. This is, yeah, liabilities you have seen. This is here. This is liabilities, and this is your assets. Now these two will be together. So format you remember. Let me read the questions. Following balances are extracted. Following balances are extracted from the books of Star Limited. Prepare the balance sheets as per the Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013 as at 31st/3/2017. Same thing. But question what is given, that you read it, whether only assets or only liabilities, or assets and liabilities both. Let me see. If you read one or two items from there, you can understand. accrued commissions is your assets, land and building assets, equity share capital liability हो गया. तो इसका मतलब एसेट्स एंड लाइबिलिटीज मिक्स अप हो गया. बैंक बैलेंस एसेट्स, जनरल रिजर्व लाइबिलिटीज, ये आपको याद होना चाहिए कौन सा एसेट्स है कौन सा लाइबिलिटीज है. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक एसेट्स, क्रेडिटर्स लाइबिलिटी, डेटर्स एसेट्स, 10% डिवेंचर लाइबिलिटी, डिवेंचर रिडीम्शन फंड इन्वेस्टमेंट एसेट्स, कस्टम डिपॉजिट एसेट्स, gratuity fund liability, provision for taxation also liability. Now you see the how many getting you are getting 13, and total assets and total liability, if you add how many numbers subheading, how many it will come? 9 plus 11, 20. But here you are getting 13. That means where you will not get the amount, there you will put the dash. What we will do? We will do that one format. Format according to that we will draw it. See, this is page number 142. The format is given. I told you 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. That you remember now? 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Several times I told. 2, here 2 will be there. Then 3. Then 4. Very easy to remember. 4. Then here it is 5. And it has 6. So 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. If you add, you will get total. How many? You will get total 20, I think so. 20 now. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 5, 14. 14 plus 6 is equal to 20. All these 20 items, subheadings under the main heading. All the subheading under the main heading, you write it. This format, you remember and you write it here. And here you see the main format, shareholders fund. That is coming shareholders capital, reserve fund. Next is coming non-current liabilities. Here it is coming long-term borrowing, others long-term liabilities and long-term provisions. Next, current liability, short-term borrowing, trade payables, others current liability and short-term provisions. Again, here it is here fixed assets, tangible, intangible. Next, non-current investment. Next, long-term loans and advance and others long-term assets. And here current assets, current investment, inventories, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short term loans and advance and other current assets. अभी आपको क्या करना है? बस और कुछ नहीं करना है. 90% work is done. Now 10% which is left, that turn the page and find out and put that proper place. Then your solution will be over. Accrued commissions. Accrued commissions is your what? Assets, others current. See, others current assets, accrued commissions. How much it is there? 20,000. Accrued commissions of rupees 20,000. Other current assets. Clear? Number 1. Next is coming land and building. That no need to say, already you know. Land and building, it is coming here. Tangible assets. Is not it? Land and building is your fixed assets. So it is land and building. Next is coming equity share capital. All of you know the share capital, that is called equity share capital of rupees 10 lakh. Next is coming the bank balance, cash and cash equivalent में bank balance आएगा. Cash and cash equivalent assets, bank balance of rupees 45,000. Next is coming general reserve. Second item, general reserve is that 20,000, which is the second item of first heading. General reserve is 20,000. Closing stock, where it will go? Inventories. Inventories where? It is here. Closing stock. Inventories 1,80,000. It is here. Inventories 1,80,000. Next is coming creditors 4 lakh. Trade payable में जाएगा. Trade payable is here. Creditors of rupees 4 lakh, which is trade payables 4 lakh. Over. Next is coming debtors. Trade receivable. Debtors हो जाएगा. Trade receivable में 2,30,000. कोई आइटम ना उन दूसरा आइटम से अपोजिट है. जैसे क्रेडिटर्स ट्रेड पेबल में जाएगा तो डेटर्स ट्रेड रिसीवेबल में जाएगा. ये भी आपको याद रखना है. नेक्स्ट 10% डिवेंचर, इट इज ए लाइबिलिटी 1,30,000. 1,30,000 10% लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग. सी लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग 10% डिवेंचर of rupees 1,30,000. Next is coming debenture redemptions fund investment of rupees 30,000. That is your assets. Debenture redemptions fund investment, non current investment. Non current investment में आता है debenture redemption fund investment. Only debenture is the liability, but debenture redemption fund is your assets, 30,000. Next is coming what is called custom deposit is your assets. Custom deposit is your assets, long term loans and advance. This is long term loans and advance, telephone deposit, custom deposit, it is coming under this one. So 1,25,000. Next is coming gratuity fund of rupees 20,000. Gratuity fund of rupees 20,000, long term provisions. Long term provisions, gratuity fund of rupees 20,000. And the last one is coming provision for taxation. That every one of you know the liability side of last item provision for taxations and first item share capital. So short term provisions which is coming provision for taxation, that is 6,000. Now you see here you are getting total 13 items, 1 3 13, but here you are getting total 20 subheading. So that means 7 subheading you are not getting. See here 7 subheading where you will put the dash 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Once if you are able to do this one, now total of this is this, total of this is this, total of this is this. So 6,30,000 is your total liability, and total of this is this, and total of this is this. These two also if you add, you will get 6,30,000. In this way, if you are doing, I think you will not have any problems and easily you can do the solutions. Let me do 1 or 2 questions, same type of from your exercise of textbook. Page number 149 of question number 4. That is very easy, because what is the given name, that only you have to write in the answer, no change at all. So for these simple questions I am not doing, that if you try you will be able to do. Even if it is not clear you can tell me. Next question, question number 5, that I want to do it. From the following balance are taken from the books of Juba Limited, and on 31st/3/17 prepare a statement indicating equity and liability of the balance sheets as on 31st/3/2017 as per the Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. Once again I am telling you what is given in this question, whether it is only assets or only liabilities or both. For the following balances are taken from the books of Juba Limited as on 31st/3/2017 prepare a statement indicating equity and liability. It is given equity and liability, so only the 9 item you have to remember. Equity and liability of the balance sheets as on 31st/3/2017 as per the Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. What is given it here? The 1,30,000 equity shares that you know. First item. Second item. Like that. Provision for Provident Fund liability, creditors liability, public deposit liability, outstanding rent liability, provision for taxation liability, others long-term liabilities, and temporary loans also liability. So you all are getting from this the balance sheets liability sides only. So from there we have to understand that only these solutions I made it, so that it will be easy for you to make you understand and it will not take much time. Only I have to explain it. This is liability is given. Liability means 2 plus 3 plus 4. 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 4 9. See what I have done. I have written this main heading and sub heading. Main heading, sub heading, main heading, sub heading. ये तो हमको पता ही है. इक्विटी एंड शेयर कैपिटल, जनरल रिजर्व, पब्लिक डिपॉजिट, अदर्स लॉन्ग टर्म, प्रोविडेंट फंड. अबे मेन हेडिंग जो आपको पता है उसका अंदर जो आता है दैट ओनली यू हैव टू राइट इट देयर. फर्स्ट इज कमिंग इक्विटी शेयर्स कैपिटल. Equity shares capital 6,50,000. So equity shares capital 6,50,000. Next general reserve 70,000. Next general reserve is 70,000. Next is coming provident fund of rupees. How much? 3,60,000. Provident fund, it comes under which, that only you have to keep in mind. Provident fund. Provident fund is coming here because 3 items are there. Out of that, this is the नॉन करेंट लाइबिलिटीज का अंदर जो 5th नंबर पॉइंट है वहाँ प्रोविडेंट फंड आता है. दैट ओनली यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, अदरवाइज इट विल क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू. सो these things you have to remember it. Understand or not? Let me tell you so that you can understand more. Just 1 minute here. Here you see the others current liabilities. Their provident fund is coming. So provident fund. Where is the questions? Questions it is given in page number 149. Yeah, provident fund. It coming 3,60,000. So it is coming provident fund non-current assets. Fifth item provident fund 3,60,000. Correct. Next is coming. What is this? Creditors. Every one of you know the creditors amount how much? 86,000. Creditors is coming here. Trade payable में. This is trade payable में. Creditors is 86,000. Next is creditors का बाद public deposit 3,26,000. Non-current asset का अंदर first item public deposit which is coming 3,26,000. Correct. Next is coming outstanding rent of rupees 13,000. Outstanding rent of rupees 13,000. Current liability का next मतलब fourth item. Current liability का अंदर fourth item that is 13,000. Next is coming, what is this? 13,000 outstanding provision for taxation. Just now I told provision for taxation 68,000. 68,000 provision for taxation is here. 68,000 provision for taxations, because liability side का last item taxation provision for taxation 68,000. Others long term liabilities 15,000. Others long term liabilities 15,000. That is coming non-current liability का अंदर second item. And the last one temporary loan, that is credit balance of rupees 12,000. Temporary loan credit balance of rupees 12,000, that is coming current liability का अंदर first item credit temporary loan of rupees 12,000. कौन कहाँ जाएगा उसको वही लिखना है, बाकी कुछ नहीं है. So this two total is this three total is this, and this four total is this. If you add these three, you will get 16 lakh. That is your total liability side total balance. This is the things, nothing hard at all. So let me do one more sum where you will get the assets and liabilities together. That is question number 6 of page number 150. Page number 150 of question number 6. Here also you will find out both the assets and liabilities are together, just like that illustration what I taught you previously. Let me read the questions first, then I will declare it. Following balance are taken from the books of Moon Limited. Prepare balance sheets as on or as at. As on and as at are meaning same. 31/3/17 as per the Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. Prepare a balance sheet. It is given prepare a balance sheet, but still I do not know. Balance sheet means obviously both the sides, assets and liabilities. If you read the questions, I can get that one what only assets or only liabilities it is given or not. Accrued just now interest accrued, plant and machinery दोनों assets, equity and share capital. बस liability शुरू हो गया. Liability cash and bank balance, assets general reserve liability, closing stock assets, creditors liability, debtors assets, provision for taxations liability, 12% bank loan, there is liability, non-current investment assets, electricity deposit assets, and provident fund is your liability. Assets and liabilities both how many are there total? I already told you 20. Out of that how many are getting? 13. 7 so you will not get. 7 where you will put the dash. Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Just now the illustrations like that, I think 10th illustrations I told you like that question it is given. Here see, I put the number, red pen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What I have done? I wrote it from page number 126 and 127. 9 plus 11, 20. आपको क्या करना है, एक बार ये छाप देना है, जस्ट प्रिंट कर देना है. What is given in there? Asset sides as well as the this is liability sides and asset sides. अभी जो जहाँ जाएगा उसको अमाउंट उसको जाएगा लिख देना है. जो where you will not get the amount, there you will put the dash. Yes, that's all. Very easy. Outstanding. First, let me see what is given. The first one. First one is given accrued interest of rupees 30,000. Last item. Other current assets में आता है. Other current assets में accrued interest आता है 30,000, because accrued interest is your income. Sorry, not income. Sorry, assets. And what type of assets? Current assets. But current assets का last item. Others current assets का अंदर accrued interest of which 30,000 is coming. Next is coming plant and machinery 15 lakh. All of you know the plant and machinery fixed assets 15 lakh. That is correct. Next you are getting, here you see, I want to keep it here so that you can understand. Plant and machinery is 15 lakh. Then equity shares capital also 15 lakh. Equity shares capital is 15 lakh. See it here. Equity shares capital 15 lakh. Next is coming bank and bank balance. How it will go? Assets में bank and bank balance, cash and cash equivalent 67,500. This is bank and bank balance is here. Next is general reserve 30,000. Every one of you know the second item general reserve is 30,000. Next is closing stock 2,70,000. Stock and stock inventories. Closing stock, that is 2,70,000. Next is coming creditors 6 lakhs. Creditors trade payable में जाएगा 6 lakhs. This is creditors. Next is debtors. If creditors is there, then debtors should be here only. 3,45,000 trade receivable. That is debtors 3,45,000. Next is coming provisions for taxations. That is 90,000. I told provision for taxation is the last item of your balance sheets. So short term investment or short term provisions में आता है provision for taxation, which is 90,000. This is here. Next is 12% bank loan of rupees 1,95,000. Loan you have taken, loan terms, long term temporary, long term borrowing, long term loan or long term borrowing. That is bank loan 12%. This is 1,95,000. Next is coming non current investment of rupees 45,000. This is one item is given non current investment of rupees 45,000. Next is coming electricity deposit of 1,87,000. Long term loans and advance. It is assets. Electricity deposit of 1,87,500. It is given 1,87,500. Yes, 500 is missing हो गया था. 1,87,500. And next is coming provident fund of rupees 30,000. Provident fund of rupees 30,000. Long term provisions. Long term provision में आता है provident fund. और this is short term provision में आता है tax. ये याद रखना है. Provident fund long term provision में and short term provision में आता है provision, that is provision for tax. This is tax. This is provident fund. So you wrote it here. This is 2. This 3 का अंदर 1 नहीं आया. Also 2. This is 4 का अंदर 2 नहीं आया. Also 2. This is 5 का अंदर 2 नहीं आया. 1 है, 1 है. तो 3. And this is 6 का अंदर 2 नहीं आया. तो 4. So total of this is this. Total of this is this. Total of this is this. So you are getting 24,45,000. And total of this and total of this is coming this. Also you are getting 24,45,000. So this is your total what? This is your total liabilities. Correct? And this is your total assets. Hope you are understanding which way I am telling you. That if you are following, you will feel so easier, and the whole chapter will be captured by you. Even though at any place if you do not understand, at any time you can call me through WhatsApp. Okay, bye.